Knon 89.3 FM in Dallas and Fort Worth, the voice of the people.
Business owners, tell KNON's listeners about your business. You can put your business or event on KNON. KNON currently has space available to run announcements for you. Tell KNON's listeners about your goods, services, nightclub, concert, or event. Help keep the voice of the people on the air while putting your information on the air. KNON's been named the #1 radio station in Dallas by both the Dallas Observer and D Magazine. Put your business with Dallas's #1 station. Call now for more information at 214-828-9500, extension 227, or extension 233. For more information, go to knon.org and click on the Run Spots on KNON page. It's a great way for your business to support community radio while letting more people know about you.
Thank you, Joe, and good morning. It's the Workers Beat. I'm Gene Lantz, and I'm here with the lovely
Bonnie Mathias. Good morning.
Whole bunch of stuff coming up. August the 13th, Wednesday, will be the Job with Justice Coalition meeting at 1408 North Washington. They will be recapping the successful anti-ALEC protest. One of the best events and certainly the strongest and broadest coalition that ever involved labor in Dallas. Well, I say ever, since 1947. Contact Rosemary Rieger on this. Her number is 214-632-5695. It's 214-632-5695.
I think we're kind of going to celebrate our little victory, too.
Celebrate the victory.
Yeah,
I think a pizza.
All right, cool.
And also kind of contemplate coalition working
What's
together.
Next?
But, because this is pretty new. If you haven't worked with labor before, and you probably haven't, then this is your opportunity to find out.
Get on board.
Yeah, get on board. Because this is a mighty train, and it's just an excellent opportunity for progressive activists to involve themselves with everybody else for the first time in 50 or 60 years, because what little efforts we've been able to make toward coalitioning in the past have been around minor groups and minor causes. But this is the workers' coalition, and it's just a wonderful thing that this has happened, and everybody should get involved. You can also get Labor Day tickets for the Labor Day breakfast if you contact Pam Resendez at the Central Labor Council, and that number is 214-826-4808. There's a bunch of other Labor Day events that Rosemary is working on.
Rumor has it Leticia Vandepute is going to be our speaker at the Labor
Day breakfast. Yes, I think that's probably true.
Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. The next Lieutenant Governor of Texas.
Now, the Saturday before Labor Day, there's going to be a march.
Yay!
And there's
Second annual.
There will be a big Workers' Rights Board meeting and then a march. And contact Rosemary Rieger for that. It's 214-632-5695.
And let's hope it's not 108 like it was last year.
Here's something else that's coming up on Wednesday at 6 o'clock at the Town Hall meeting at the Fellowship Bible Church, 9330 North Central Expressway. Congressman Pete Sessions is going to have his town hall meeting. We'll be standing outside to tell him no cuts to Medicare and Social Security. The Republicans have been intent on cutting retiree benefits, and us retirees don't want them to. So that's Wednesday, August 13th.
That's right, and that church is right on the service road at the service road of Central going south and Ross Avenue.
Central and Ross Avenue, but you have to be on the south side.
Yes.
To get there. Fellowship Bible Church, 930 North Central Expressway. Okay, on Thursday, August 14th, at 11 o'clock in the morning, a covered dish luncheon at UAW Local 848, 2218 East Main in Grand Prairie, 75050. Call me about that one, 214-942-4236. I'm the president of the retirees out at that local, and what we're doing is we're going to celebrate the 79th anniversary of Social Security.
Oh, wow,
And
cool.
Congressman Mark Vesey is going to come out and help us celebrate.
Awesome.
I've also asked Congresswoman Johnson, but I haven't gotten a reply yet from her organizers.
Well, of course, they're all on vacation,
Now, this is the one about the guy called about. This doesn't happen until Wednesday, August the 20th, so that's a week from Wednesday.
Yes.
The retirees are going to picket American Airlines. And the reason is because American Airlines is cutting their benefits. They went through bankruptcy and for the sole purpose of cutting their benefits, cutting especially retiree benefits and all employee costs.
And came out of it smelling like a rose, I might add.
And then made record profits immediately after bankruptcy.
So now we want to take our share from you, too.
Yeah, well, the retirees are going to picket them, and their American Airlines headquarters is at 4333 Amon Carter Boulevard in Fort Worth, 76155. Contact Rich Slavoka, and I neglected to get his phone number. Maybe he'll be listening, maybe he'll call.
I hope so.
Then on August 29th, Defending the American Dream Summit, sponsored by Americans for Prosperity at the Omni Hotel. We're going to pick it outside about 6 o'clock. It'll be on Young Street outside the Omni Hotel. But you got a long time to think about that one because it's not until August the 29th. The speakers for this event will include Governor Perry and Senator Cruz, a number of others. So
I'm so sorry. I'm going to miss that one.
Because you're going to be out of town or something?
Yeah, I am going to be out of town.
Well, we shall miss you because you're nearly always there. In fact, we only call these things to get a chance to meet you.
Yeah, right.
Just to see Bonnie Mathias.
Here she comes again.
People don't know when the redhead comes, it makes all the difference.
It gets the party started, right?
Yeah, the party gets started when the redhead comes. 972-647-1893 is what you can call and make a pledge.
Yeah,
there's a lot of reasons to make a pledge.
That's right. That's right. You can even text the pledge. I love this. This is new for us. This is the coolest thing. Text KNON to 56512, and you'll get a pledge form right back to you, and you can fill it out. Be sure to put your favorite radio show, the Workers Beat, me and Gene. Yep, put that on there. KNON. Text KNON to 56512, and you can make a pledge.
So you get your texting telephone out, and you put it 56512.
And then your message is KNON.
The message is KNON.
That's right.
Yeah, okay, and then they send you back something you can
They send you back a pledge form, and you can fill it out on your smartphone and hit send, and boom, you're done.
There's a whole bunch of ways that you can send money to KNON.
And we need you to send money to KNON because we like being here. We enjoy bringing information to you that you won't hear anywhere else. Last week we had a radio drama, which was very well received, I might say.
Yeah, that worked out, didn't it?
And it was very, very cool. We're going to work on some sound effects and stuff for the next one, so that we can really do it up right.
I decided that for my birthday I want to get a ukulele because I thought, you remember Arthur Godfrey? He used to be on the radio.
Yes.
He always had a ukulele.
He did.
And we're on the radio. We don't have any ukuleles.
Well, you should get a ukulele.
So we should be thinking about that.
What do you think, Joe? You think we need a ukulele? I don't know.
972-647-1893. Please call and make a pledge and keep this idiocy on the air.
That's right. we got cool gifts too.
We actually do stuff too.
We do. We do lots of stuff.
This is the Workers Beat. We advertise what workers are doing, and when we present the news and the information, it's from the working people's point of view. Yeah. Nobody else does that. Everybody else presents the view of their bosses and the people that sign their checks, just the big corporations. So think about doing it if just because workers need to have a voice.
That's right. And, this is the longest running workers show in the country.
Is it really?
Yeah.
The longest in the country. Well,
there's nothing else that's been on the air for 30 years.
We were here before the one in Houston. I know that a long time before the one in Houston. Only they have 2 hours, I think, on Friday nights on KPFT. Yeah, but we only get 1 hour.
That's okay.
But we're the longest running, I believe that.
So. Yep, that's pretty cool.
Because this show started when the station
started, right?
They've always had this show.
And that was 1963, I believe.
I think I've been here since 2003 this time. I was on before that once a month. And that was for like 10 years, going back to back into the 90s.
No kidding. I started in 2003 here myself. And been here off and on ever since. So
972-647-1893. There's good reasons to help us, and you can get these swell premiums.
Gene got his today. He got his Frisbees.
I got Frisbees.
He got Frisbees because they're very cool. They're blue and they're very cool. And I got my T-shirt. I got my heather gray. shirt. Ooh, money.
Heather Gray.
Heather Gray. Yes, it's a Heather Gray Knon shirt, and it has the blue bonnets on the front.
Oh, I
That's
thought that was
from
marijuana.
last time. No, it's not.
It's blue bonnets.
It's blue.
Well, I knew it was a plant.
Okay, there you go.
Those are blue
Okay,
bonnets.
the state plan of Texas. Blue bonnets, yes.
972-647-1893.
That'll get the phones
If
ringing.
you live in Oak Cliff today, you are trapped, so don't try to get out.
Stay where you are.
Colorado ramp is closed, so they send down to the Jefferson ramp, it's closed, and so they send you down to the Davis ramp, that's closed. If you wanted to shop today and you were thinking of going to Dallas, just go to Fort Worth because
Don't try to go east.
you can go there. You can go west from Oak Cliff, but you cannot go into Dallas on Highway 35. They're building that horseshoe thing down there, and they're just closing the ramps. You never know.
No, you don't.
When you go toward the freeway, you don't know which ramp might be open. And
Today there was
today
none
it was
of the
none
above.
of them.
None of the above.
972-647-1893. Please call and make a pledge. Were you going to tell some of the other premiums?
Yeah, because we have this really cool we have a new short sleeve polo shirt, which is very cool. For $100, it's black. It has 2 pockets. All you guys out there that like your pockets on your shirts, this has 2 pockets. For a $100 pledge, you can get one of those. We do have our retro bowling shirt. That's what I got this time. And it's red with a black contrasting collar, shoulder, and pocket flaps. You know how bowling shirts look.
I see.
They're very cool. And we got beach towel. We have the Growler.
What's that?
It's a 64-ounce mug.
Oh, so you're going to have your whole party just in
Right
one,
there in one mug.
One handful.
That's right. 64. That's a half a gallon. No, almost. No,
Almost
it's not
a half a gallon?
Almost. I think a half gallon's not.
In one mug?
Yeah, in one mug.
If you have to be a very, very serious coffee drinker.
Yes.
to
Yeah.
drink
Oh, my
coffee.
God. If you drank that much coffee. Oh, if I drank that much coffee. Woo.
And I think the
Lord.
growler must be what your stomach does after.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 972-647-1893.
Be the first to get one
That's
because
right, be the first
nobody
one.
else is going to have one.
That's right. It'll be cool. We have a bistro coffee mug, that sounds pretty cool. Have a new Flex Fit ball cap. Comes in small, medium, or large.
Joe's wearing one.
Joe's wearing one. Wow, that is way cool, Joe. I like that.
I like
That's
the
a nice
black.
Looking, yeah,
I like it
nice.
because the black seems to be the theme for this radio station. Because
seem to be the
a lot of the stuff that they have is dramatic black.
That's true.
It's the new black.
It's the new
black is the new black.
Black is the new black here at Knon. 972-647-1893. Wow, we have a silver and black stainless steel travel tumbler. That's very nice. That's very nice. A lady's Bella. I have no idea what a Bella.
It's a shirt.
Oh, it's a lady shirt. It's actually made for a lady.
Yeah, right.
You know, so we don't have to wear the Gigantor men's shirts that I have on today. And we have a men's shirt like that too. It's navy blue with red design. So those are cool. These are all new. We have a new organic house blend coffee, 2 bags for $50. Knon Frisbees. Yep. You get 2 for $40, and they are translucent blue. Yep.
That's pretty good coffee.
It is. It is not bad at all. And we still have the barbecue apron, which I've had one of those for a long time. I love my apron.
Oh, I've
It's
got
very
2 of those.
cool.
I got 2 of those.
Do you? Wow. That's
In case
great.
my wife and I both cook at the same time.
Oh, well, does that ever happen?
No.
But just in case it
Well,
does,
we
you
have
guys are
matching
prepared.
aprons. 972-647-1893. You can get matching aprons for
Yeah.
2, was it $50 donations?
Well, the
For-
apron's $40, so you give us $80, you got 2 aprons.
$80, you get 2 aprons,
That's right.
matching black and white.
Yep, and you'll get a
And
Knon.
they're good aprons. They cover you.
Yeah, they are. They're really nice.
They're not just a little skinny
adjustable. You know,
French
they
maid
got
type.
the little over the head thing that's adjustable. So
You could butcher a lamb in one of those jackets. You know, or cut up a deer in it. You know,
I suppose so.
you've turned green.
Yes, I've turned green.
972-647-1893. Call us and make a pledge. Listen, some good things are going on. we're known as the darkest hour on radio because in the old days, and this is true, back in the old days, most of the labor news was bad news.
Yep.
Everything you looked at was bad news.
Layoffs.
But it's been better, basically since the Obama administration got in. You know, the first thing he did was a blow for equal rights for women, for equal pay for women.
Yeah, but we'll have none of that crap here in Texas.
Yeah, Texans are trying to throw that back into the 1800s.
We'll have none of that.
Well, anyway, I want to give some good news. The Department of Labor hails companies like Beloco, Costco, The Gap, and IKEA for voluntarily raising their own minimum wage.
Awesome.
The Secretary of Labor, his name is Paris, is urging Congress to pass the Fair Minimum Wage Act to increase the national hourly minimum from $7.25 to $10.10.
Wow.
And it's getting to be kind of a fad, you know,
Thank God.
among some progressive employers to raise their own wages.
Well, and let's think about this, guys. Congress has done absolutely nothing.
Right. Nothing good.
Nothing good. And they are now on a 5-week vacation, paid vacation, 5-week paid vacation.
Right.
And they have refused to raise the minimum wage for 22 votes. 22 votes. They have refused to, sorry, I'm beating on the table. I'm not supposed to do that. 22 times Congress has voted to not raise the minimum wage.
Is that right? I didn't know it was 22 times.
Oh, my God. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people?
The Department of Labor also says that for 6 consecutive months, job growth in the United States has topped 200,000, and private sector jobs have increased for 53 consecutive months, the longest streak on record. Good news.
That is
from
good
the
news.
Department of Labor.
Yeah.
972-647-1893 if you want to hear more good news for working people. And if you may as well face it, we also pass on the bad news for working people because
we have to
working
do
people
that.
need to be alarmed.
Well, you need to be aware of what's going on around you. And folks, I'm telling you, if all you're listening to is one of the major networks or just regular radio, you're not getting the whole story.
That's a true fact because you're just getting things from the corporation's point of view.
That's right, and that's all you're going to get from there.
They fund all that. You know, we
Yep.
beg and beg for the Walmart to pitch in and help KNON, and I still think that they should.
Well, you know,
But
they're
the truth is that up to now they haven't.
No, and it's, you know, they talk about, we give back to the community. What community?
No, they don't.
They don't give back anything.
Even the stuff that they finance is really underfinancing because they have this project to so-called provide more choices in schools, which means that they're trying to get rid of the public education, just like all right-wingers. You know, they're trying to find some way to
get rid of
public education, turn it into private schools, and go back to the 1700s or whenever it was that they had private schools.
Man, we'll have segregated schools again.
Yeah.
Segregated.
Resegregation.
Yeah, resegregation. I mean, we have to band together. We have to stand up together. This is where it starts. 972-647-1893. You can give us a call on the break. It's okay.
And we'll be back with more good news in a minute.
And then we wake up and it's Saturday morning.
Yes, it is. Did you see the expression on Joe's face when we were singing along there?
Yeah,
I think everybody sings
he
along.
was impressed.
I think everybody sings along with Fats Domino, but the younger generation hasn't caught on to it, I guess.
I don't think
and so if he'd have been singing along, he wouldn't have had to hear us singing along.
That's right, because you can.
It's cold under this bus.
972-647-1893. Please call and keep this idiocy
Yes.
going on.
Keep us on the air.
I promise some more good news. Here's some good news. You know what LinkedIn is?
Yes.
It's a very big telecommunications thing.
Right, it's a social network that is geared more
Especially
towards
for-
business.
Especially for people who are
Searching
looking for a job.
jobs, yeah, making contacts, right?
Well, guess what? According to the Department of Labor, they have paid nearly $6 million in back wages and liquidated damages to 359 former and current employees. An agreement resolved an investigation by the Wage and Hour Division.
Oh,
Department of Labor.
They didn't do this willingly.
Oh, hell.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure we weren't giving them any credit here.
The Department of Labor made them do it. And
so they underpaid their employees by $6 million.
Right, and the Department of Labor made them give it back. It was probably more than that, but anyway.
That's called the Fair Labor Standards Act, FLSA. They cannot make you work if they do not pay you.
Yeah, but you didn't see the enforcement before the Obama administration.
No, not at all.
The Department of Labor enforcing some of the laws. Like some of the banks are giving back money. In fact, I think it's some pretty big money. In case the Bank of America just made an announcement.
$16 billion.
Yeah, I was thinking $16 billion.
Yep.
And but they're giving back some of the money they stole that caused the recession.
It's really sad because Bank of America received almost $1 trillion, $1 trillion with a T.
In their bailout?
During the bailout?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're giving back $16 billion. Big frickin' deal.
Yeah, but
I know, they
previous
paid back
administrations wouldn't have made them pay anything.
I know.
And the Obama administration has. Here's another one from the Wage and Hour Division's district office in Jackson, Mississippi. During a recent investigation, there's a company called Pilot Travel Center, which was found to owe $141,096 in back wages. So they had to pay their employees.
And that's one of those big travel centers where the trucks get their fuel and you get, they have all kinds of snacks and some have restaurants and...
Here's some good news for white-collar workers. The Northwest Tidal Agency and Corporation of White Bear Lake, Minnesota, they had to pay $230,688 in prevailing wage rates and fringe benefits to 10 workers.
Awesome.
So they each got $23,000,
wow.
I guess. So that was on it wasn't the wages and hours, it was on something else, but they violated the Service Contract Act, whatever that is. And but the important thing is the Department of Labor is enforcing this stuff.
Yep.
If you don't know how to approach and get back wages that's owed to you, if you were unfairly treated by your employer, go to the Workers' Defense Project.
Absolutely.
They're here in Dallas. They know all about how to get back wages. In fact, they've gotten over $1 million in back wages.
Yep. Just here in Dallas.
And that's largely from people who are very, very, very vulnerable.
Yep.
And the people that only worked for a week, or worked for a few days for some contractor, and the contractor stiffed them, didn't send them their last check or something like that.
Or made up some crap about, you broke the hammer, so I had to take it out of your check.
I had that happen when I was a janitor. The boss made me do some job that I had never imagined the job before, and he wanted me to pay for it when I didn't do it right, because I didn't know how to do this stuff. He showed me for like a minute, and it was a patio. I was supposed to smear this green stuff on a patio, and I did. I smeared the green stuff on there, and then somehow or another the client didn't like it, and so the boss said I had to pay for it.
I don't think so.
And another time, I was waxing floors, and he said I got some wax on the curtains, and he had to pay for having the curtains dry cleaned. And he said I had to pay for that, too. Both times I just said, no, I'll quit. And so I didn't pay for it. I was making $1.10 an hour. And I don't know how much he was making.
Probably a hell of a lot more than that.
But he wanted to take it out of my salary every time I screwed up.
Man.
972-647-1893. You can keep us from screwing up here on KNON.
That's right.
How many programs have they already shut down? Because they don't keep the programs on the air.
They don't
just because people won't. Just because the blabbermouths on the program want to keep blabbering.
18 shows in the past 3 years.
That's closed that many.
Yep.
And that's because they didn't do well on the fund drive. That's what it comes down to. You have to show, at KNON, you have to show that somebody's listening and that they care.
Yeah.
And that they will keep the program on the air. Otherwise, they'll cut you down. They'll shut you down.
And they say that only 10% of our listening audience actually pays a pledge. And that's kind of sad. Because, if you have cable at your house, or UVerse, or Fios, or whatever, or Dish, DirecTV, if you have any of those, you're paying. You're paying to watch television.
That's true.
You're listening to the radio right now. This is not I mean, it is free to you, but if you want to keep hearing it, you need to help keep us on the air by making a pledge.
I always tell people that if they replace us, that Rush Limbaugh might get our spot.
Oh, my God. Oh, now my stomach hurts again. Oh, don't say that name.
Let's face it, most radio commentary is hate radio.
Yeah.
And it's anti-worker radio. It's pro-boss, pro-corporation. And so I don't think KNON would put anybody like that on.
No. But I mean, you know what?
Think about it.
Oh, my God, I can't think about it. Or Mark Davis. Oh, Lord.
I have another premium here that people might not have ever heard of. There's a book called What Color Is Your Parachute? We just looked this up. It was the first copyright was in 1970, and it's been recopyrighted about 100 times since then, and it's now the 2014 version. What color is your parachute?
2015.
2015. Okay, What Color Is Your Parachute 2015, revised and updated annually by Richard N. Bowles. It costs $29, and for a $29 donation, we will give you this book.
And it's a really good book. You know, like you said.
It's a practical manual for job hunters and career changers. And it talks about how you can make yourself more valuable. And how you can beef up your resume and things like that. It's an incredible. I was shocked when we saw that it was 1970 because I remember it from the 80s when I was actually out and about looking for a job.
And I was pushed in, you know, or told about that book. I was shocked. 2015, we're still updating it.
It costs $29.99. So if you make a $29.99
$30 pledge, you get this book.
Donation to KNON, you will get this book. What Color Is Your Parachute?
And it's a cool book.
I'm going to leave it right here with Joe. So anybody calls and wants that for their premium, that would be good. I don't think that people donate to KNON primarily to get the T-shirts and cups and all those things. I think they do it because they sincerely care about having something from the community for the community on the air.
Right.
And that's what KNON is all about.
And this station is absolutely phenomenal. Every bit of this is volunteers. We have 4 employees. So we're on the air 24/7, 365 days a year. That is phenomenal. You know, we've got, I got an email the other day from the guy that takes care of our tower. And, you know, that's something that we don't think about is that tower down there in Cedar Hill where our radio signal is sent out into the airwaves. When it gets cold and icy, we can be off the air for in a split second.
But we never are.
No, we're not, because we have been able to have the pledges and that keep that tower going and keep the electricity on and keep the heat on in the winter and the AC on in the summer. I mean, it's really important, not just for the studio in here. And I got to tell you, this studio is we have come a long way, folks.
This is much better than the old one.
We have come a long, long way. We used to be at San Jacinto and Carroll.
Yes. I remember very well.
The
I
old
remember
house.
The pigeons roosted in a windowsill right over your head.
On the second floor, that's right.
Yeah, right over your head. While you're trying to talk, you hear these pigeons and and they're rattling and scratching and everything, you know, and there's all kinds of pigeon poop right behind your head while you're trying to talk.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
That was the old White House on San Jacinto Street.
And we must thank you for helping us get out of there after so many years in that old place.
We're in more or less a real studio now.
We are. We have a real studio in a nice building. You can even mail your pledge here.
Elevator works.
And the elevator works. Yep.
You want to give the address in case people just want to send a check?
If you just want to send a check, send it to KNON, 5353 Maple Avenue, Suite 200, Dallas 75235. So how easy is that? That's super
just
simple.
Write a check.
Write a
That's
check,
for shy
pop
people.
it in the mail.
That's for shy people.
Or you can go online and do the KNON.org.
Yeah, you have to put Workers Beat on there where it says
And you need to
favorite
write
program.
Workers Beat on your check, too. when you send it in.
That's an easy way to do it, knon.org. But that's mostly for shy people. What I really actually want you to do is call in, make a $5 million pledge, and talk. You know, tell us why you
love us.
or tell us why you hate everybody else.
Yeah, there you go.
That would make more sense to me.
And you know, we got that thing where you can text too, if you want to text it in. We also have a bank draft.
The bank draft
is the easiest.
But somebody has to help you with that.
Yeah, you can call Joe and get that set up over the phone. It is
I think that's what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking a pledge right now. Oh, the other line's ringing. 972-647-1893.
This is a good thing.
This is a great thing. Call back. Sorry.
I got a little bit more good news.
You do?
There's a company called Supermade, and its owner is named Paul Krosiski. And they have been ordered to pay $184,505 in back wages.
Wow.
To 55 workers.
Man,
that's
isn't this awesome?
That's a maid service.
All these rulings coming down in the favor of the workers for a change.
My mother was a house cleaner. And I really relate to maids, services, and house cleaners.
Absolutely.
Joshua and Katie called and made a pledge?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
That is swell.
Yes.
972-647-1893. If you want to call and make a pledge, we would appreciate it very much.
Or you can just call and say, hey.
49 years ago, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act of 1965.
And the Supreme Court of the United States has slowly dismantled parts of it in 2013 and 14.
The Leadership Conference on Civil and Human Rights warns that states and localities around the country are making changes to elections that would take away the right to vote for some people based solely on the color of their skin or the language they speak. Since 2010, 22 states have passed laws restricting the right to vote. And, of course, Texas is one of those 22. Yeah. So they are restricting the right to vote here and there, 22 states. There is a bill in Congress that would restore the ability of the Voting Rights Act to protect voters nationwide from discrimination at the ballot box. The Voting Rights Amendment Act, H.R. 3899, and Senate Bill 1945, was introduced in January and, except for one Senate hearing, has seen no further action.
Oh, that's shocking.
In the Senate or the House.
What? John Boehner didn't bring it to the vote? Oh, my God. You know that they're saying, the Democrats and a lot of the Republicans are saying that they have the votes in the House to pass immigration.
There's a congressman named Lewis. He was
John Lewis.
He was one of the Freedom Riders.
Yes, he was.
And I'm sure it was he who introduced this or sponsored this bill to restore the Voting Rights Act.
Yeah.
So there are some good people. They're not all all finks, but there are too many finks in Congress, if you ask me. Yeah. 972-647-1893. If you want to help us keep on trying to make a difference.
You know, if you got an extra $500 laying around, you know, that you really don't have anything that you want to do with it or whatever, you can get a pair of tickets to every KNON benefit for an entire year.
That's for music lovers, and dancers. Yeah. People like to dance. I mean,
you get live music at the Sons of Herman Hall, Poor David's Pub, the Texas Theater. They have the Thanksgiving breakfast here at the KNON Live Music Room. That's pretty cool. They always get it catered. It's awesome. The Red Elvises, crawfish boils, chili cook-offs, car shows, the Blues Fest. That's a huge, huge concert. Tejano benefits, Mardi Gras gumbo party, live broadcasts, harmonica blowout, gospel events, Big Bill Morganfield, Bobby Rush, the Latin Energy Festival. That's awesome. I've been to that a couple times.
You get to go to every one.
You do. Every single one. Free.
Is it just one person or two? Do you get to bring a date?
You get 2 tickets.
Oh, 2 tickets.
2 tickets. So for $500, you get 2 tickets.
You can bring your significant other.
Yes, or you could give them to a friend. You know, if you own a business, this is a tax write-off. You could buy this and give tickets. Yeah, you could buy this and give the tickets away as poppers for your employees. You know, maybe have a contest, the coolest shirt or something. I don't know. I think that would be that'd be a really great deal for somebody that owns a business. You get a $500 tax write-off, and you got tickets probably 40 to 50 shows every year.
And just imagine your sex life would get so much better because you'd be able, every time you met somebody, you could just say, I have season tickets.
I have season tickets
for all of these concerts, all these dances, all these good times.
Yeah.
The party begins just because I have this.
That's right. That's right.
972-647-1893. If you would like to be important and influential, or
you too can be important and influential at a KNON.
you could kind of wave around your season tickets.
That's right. Look what I got.
It would be a good thing.
Cool.
972-647-1893 is the number.
There you go.
We have already lost.
We don't have the
lost
book anymore. Thank you, Michael.
Michael
Thank you
has
very
made
much.
a pledge for the book, and he's going to get the book.
Yes, he is. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Cool. Thanks. Thanks, Josh and Katie. Man, you guys are awesome.
Those are great people.
Yep.
There's KNON is really a whole community of people. There's only like 5 employees or something like that.
I think there's 4.
4 employees.
Yep.
And counting Joe.
Yep.
And
we're so glad we have Joe. Don't ever leave us, Joe.
What a difference it makes to
I
have
know.
Joe.
Don't ever leave us, Joe.
A smiling face.
We miss Neil.
But there's only 4 people that work here.
Yeah, and it's 24/7,
There's
365
100 or
days.
so like
yeah,
us,
probably
Ranger
100.
Rita, that come in and do this because we love doing it.
Ranger Rita just took a pledge for us. That is so nice.
I'm
That
telling
is so
you.
nice.
When I see a phone ring during pledge drive, the only thing I spring into action. Grabbing that money.
That's right. Grab it. That's right. Get the money, all the time. Oh, it's time to go to work. Oh, I got to be up early in the morning. We got our contract ratification vote tomorrow at Yellow Pages, starting at 7:30 a.m.
So you've come to some kind of an agreement.
We have a
you
tentative
should probably
agreement.
explain that because most people don't have a union.
Right.
And they don't know what a contract ratification meeting is.
Well, we've had a bargaining committee working with the company since November of 2013, trying to get a updated labor agreement with this company. We finally have come to
the labor agreement covers things like how much people are going to get paid,
right, how much vacation they get,
what
how
kind
much
of discipline the
commission.
company can do.
Right.
In other
How
words, it just
accounts
sort of
are
lays out the
signed.
rules for how
Right.
things are going to be done at that job. See, there's some jobs, union jobs, where the boss doesn't get to do anything he
That's right.
wants.
That's right.
They set up the rules and they codify the rules, and that's
A
what they
collective
call the
bargaining agreement. That's right. And now the bargaining team has brought it back to the membership, and the membership gets an opportunity to vote on whether or not they wish to accept this tentative agreement.
Right. If they say, well,
If
we
they
got a little break on our medical bills here, but it wasn't a good enough break, so we're going to reject this contract. They could do that.
They could do that. Actually, it's worse because they've bumped up our premiums and increased our deductibles. Brand new commission structure for the salespeople, and that's really where it all hinges.
But the workers are going to have to decide, is this
right.
the best? What they're really deciding is this the best we can get?
That's right.
They're not deciding, do we get everything we want here?
Right.
Or is this a horrible thing? They're deciding, is this the best we can get?
Right.
But the important point is they do get to decide.
They get to decide. That's
it's
right.
up to them. The union doesn't just say, okay, here's
here's your
the deal.
contract.
Yeah.
No, this is a democracy.
Are they going to? Are you? Is the committee going to recommend
The committee has recommended for ratification.
Sometimes they present one and say we don't recommend it, but
Right.
you can vote on it if you want to.
That's right. That's
In
right.
this case, you're going to
they
recommend it.
recommended it, so
Well, that means the committee thinks it's probably as good
the
as they're going
best
to get.
that it's going to be. And I will tell you that compared to other agreements throughout the United States with this company, we do have some stronger language in our contract than the other contracts out there to protect our folks.
Good for you.
So I mean that means a lot. That means a whole lot.
I think dignity in the workplace is the main thing you get with a union contract.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, people take it for granted. People think, well, we already got that, and then they only think about the money or something. But the dignity in the workplace, the thing that amazed me when I got a union job was that, you know, when I had major problems. I always have a lot of problems at work. And the thing that got me was that I didn't have to talk to the boss about it.
I know, that's
the
so
boss
cool.
came over and said, I want to talk to you about this. And I said, union steward.
Steward!
Union steward. So the union steward had to talk to him, and I didn't.
Nah, 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 nah.
That was pretty good.
It is cool. That's awesome.
Because I wasn't prepared to argue with the boss.
Well,
I didn't really
no.
know the contract backward and forward and all
Exactly.
that.
And that's why we have union stewards that do know. And
So that's
very
pretty much what
important.
a union
Yeah.
does, brothers and sisters. They first of all, they negotiate a contract that describes how things are going to be on your job. And then after you agree to the contract, if you do, then they enforce it.
That's right.
Because they're still around, and you can call them every time the boss violates the contract, which
Yeah.
they do over and over again. Then,
And we have to call them on it.
yeah.
And stop
then
it.
if things get bad enough, they can actually go to the Department of Labor and
That's right. National
and
Labor Relations
settle these
Board.
things.
Yep.
Most of the time, the union's able to settle it because the company knows very well that the Department of Labor will enforce the law.
And you've been talking about that this morning. You know, where the National Labor Relations Board and the Fair Labor Standards Act is being enforced, and these
Much
workers,
better than it was under previous administrations.
my goodness, yes.
The Obama administration has been very good on that. Even though they have resumed humanitarian bombing in the Middle East.
Humanitarian bombing.
Well, that's what
Is
they're
that
called.
like what did that?
If a bomb falls
right-wing
on
guy-
your house, you just thank everybody and say, you know, I appreciate that
the humanitarian bombing.
I
that
know
I
that
just
you didn't really
received?
mean it.
Oh, Jesus.
So
help
after the
us.
bomb falls on your house, you say, well, I
know you didn't
I
mean
understand
that.
why you did this.
Yeah. Okay.
972-647-1893. If you're interested in keeping the workers' view on the air, as several people have so far.
Yes, thank you.
We got a donation
and
from Marjorie.
Marjorie,
and
thank you.
Joshua,
Josh, and
the guy who got the book.
The man that bought the book. Thank
And
you.
there was a guy named Larry who called and then hung up.
Yeah, he wanted to talk
never
to
did
us
get
off
him on
air,
the
but
air.
he wasn't there.
I think that it might have been the Larry who is doing all the photography work at the ALEC protest last week.
Yeah?
He's
Okay.
a really good guy.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was just phenomenal.
Yeah, it was, and thank goodness there are a lot of photos and
Yep.
videos. I'm not sure who made all the videos, but they were
Trainwreck
really good.
made a considerable amount of the videos.
I
That
see.
man is phenomenal.
And Doc was there. I'm
Doc
sure Doc
was there.
made
I
some
saw
important
Doc too.
videos.
Yeah. It was great. It was great. 972-647-1893.
Now, this was last week. This was an event in which the major corporations came to Dallas. And most of the radio stations either said nothing at all or they said good things about the corporations.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
No.
Here on this station, here on Knon and on the Workers Beat program, we asked people to come to the protest. Who else would have done that?
Nobody.
Because it certainly wasn't the role of the newspaper or the TV or any of the other radio stations.
That's right.
It's only here on the Workers Beat that the actual point of view of the workers is rules.
Yep. You don't hear the good news about workers on any other station than right here. You also don't hear about the protests and the meetings that are being held by progressives to really work to take over and make sure that things are fair and equitable.
And you hear good news about unions here too.
Yeah.
And you hear how to get a union. By the
That's
way,
right.
if you haven't already got a union, call 214-826-4808. That's the Central
right.
Labor Council.
That's right.
And they'll help you find the right union professional.
Yep.
Well, as long as I'm saying that, I have to add a caveat. Do not try to organize a union by yourself.
Please. Not a good
You'll
idea.
get fired.
Yeah.
You'll get fired, and they can and the company can get away with that in Texas.
Yeah.
So don't just go out and try to organize a union.
Right.
Call and
Get some
get a
help.
professional union organizer
Yeah.
to come in, someone who knows the laws and knows how to protect you.
That's right.
Otherwise, you're treading into very dangerous waters.
That's right. That's
when you try to
exactly right.
organize a union by yourself. There's no reason why you can't talk to a few friends, and see what they think, but it has to be done in secret.
Yep.
Union organizing drives are conducted in secret. And there's a very good reason for that, because here in Texas, the boss can fire you for just looking cross-eyed.
Well, what's really cool, they can't fire my Broadview technicians, because we will be out there on Tuesday morning at Keller Springs with the ADT guys, meeting the Broadview guys that we're hoping to bring into our fold. So I hope if any ADT guys are listening out there, I will see you Tuesday morning at Keller Springs at 7 a.m.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to have some goodies. I'll have some treats and eats, and I'll have some information. Talk to these guys about how we're going to get them organized, and so that they can vote and be part of this labor agreement.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So at a certain point in the process of organizing a union, you can talk about it.
Yes.
But you're protected by law, but the theory doesn't protect you when it's just one or two of you.
Right.
The theory is that you can talk about organizing a union on your breaks, and after work and that sort of thing. The theory is that we live in a democracy in America, but don't be crazy.
Yeah.
Don't be crazy. You'll get fired if you just go running around telling everybody you're going to organize a union.
Yeah.
And when the boss finds about it, they will fire your tail.
That's right. And we're lucky. We're going into ADT. We already have union at ADT. The Broadview guys we are ready for them to be organized as well. The company will be ready for them to vote as soon as the National Labor Relations Board makes their ruling on some charges that have been filed against the company. But in the meantime, I hope you guys will all come out and see me on Tuesday. We'll be over there at Keller Springs.
Here on the Workers Beat, we represent the point of view of workers, and that's why we don't usually talk about organizing drives unless we already know that it's okay.
That we're going to win.
Unless the professionals have already told us, it's okay to talk about this.
Right.
Because we don't want to tip the bosses off.
That's right.
And let's face it, the bosses are, they're carefully listening for anything that might threaten their profits.
Yep.
And so, because of that, we talk about the Walmart organizing drive, for example. The professionals in that case do want us to talk about it.
Oh, and my goodness,
you can join our Walmart. You join online, by the way.
Yes, ourwalmart.org.
It's Respect is also one of their websites.
forrespect.org. That's another one.
But the main way to get organized is to call Central Labor Council.
Yeah.
214-826-4808.
And we can point you in the direction of the right organizers for your type of business.
Right. So we're all for organizing, but on this program we wouldn't talk about an organizing drive without permission.
Right.
Because we wouldn't want to threaten anybody's jobs.
No, don't want to jeopardize anything.
So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that we're really on the side of the workers.
Yes.
We're not just piddling around about it. We're not just beating our chests and trying to make it sound like we're on the side of the workers. We really are on the side of the workers. We walk the walk and we talk the talk. I mean, that's it. We don't just sit up here and talk about it. Gene and I are very active. And I'm going to say this again, democracy is not a spectator sport. Mm-hmm. You cannot sit on the side and expect everything to just be peachy. Mm-hmm. You have got to participate. And that means voting, which of course is the most important thing that you can do, especially, and you know what, if your vote doesn't count, I hear people say, my vote doesn't count. Really? If your vote doesn't count, why are they trying to stop you from using it? Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
why are they doing all this voter suppression if it doesn't matter?
If it doesn't matter, why are they trying to make you stop?
And don't think for a minute that voter suppression is coming about because of some popular reason. It's coming straight from the corporations.
That's right.
It comes straight from ALEC, the American Legislative Exchange Council, to curtail democracy.
Yep.
We had this great slogan last Wednesday at the demonstration, ALEC, ALEC kills democracy.
That's right.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was. I liked that one. That was a really good one.
We're really grateful for the enlightened people who've called today and made donations and called last week and made donations, including Annie Litt.
Yes, including Annie Litt, who's here again today.
She's an outstanding member of the Dallas community.
And an outstanding member of the KNON volunteer staff.
Right.
Yay!
Among the 100 or so people.
That's right. And he has a show on Monday mornings. Right? That's right.
Monday Morning Blend.
Monday Morning Blend. That's right. And Neil, who used to be our gal, she has a show on Tuesday mornings.
Tuesday Morning Blend.
Yeah, Tuesday Morning Blend. So, you cannot beat the mix that we have on KNON. I mean, we have everything. Everything. And, of course, the bestest part is the talk shows on Saturday. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. The Workers' Beat. That's your mostest favorite show. So you have to do that when you write a check and send it to 5353 Maple Avenue, Suite 200, 75235. Make sure you write Workers' Beat on there. If you call us, 972-647-1893. That's another way to make a pledge. You can text. Texting. This is the coolest thing. I think I'm going to try it. I'm just going to do it just to...
But you already made a big pledge, huh?
I did, but it's another $10.
So you can make another...
I'll make another pledge because I want to try this out. That's pretty cool. And you text KNON to 56512. And it sends you a pledge form, and you fill it out on your phone and hit send, and we get your pledge.
That's pretty cool.
That is so cool.
Tomorrow's August the 10th, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the anniversary. This is already in the history books. This occurred in 2010. It was only 4 years ago. President Barack Obama signed a $26 billion bill designed to protect 300,000 teachers, police, and others from layoffs spurred by the budgetary crisis in states hard hit by the Great Recession.
Wow. He saved a lot of jobs.
I have a whole list of things that happened in history, but that one kind of stood out for me.
Yeah, that's pretty... I mean... We have to think about that. Everything that happened yesterday is now history.
Right. The Airline Pilots Association was formed on August the 10th in 1931.
Wow.
And that was pretty good.
Yeah.
There were a lot of unions formed in those days.
Yes, there were.
Transport workers' unions in 1935 came to get their president out of jail. The Transport Workers Union, by the way, they're the ones picketing American Airlines. And asking for you to come and help picket American Airlines on August 20th at 10:30 in the morning. Transport workers offered their own money to bail out their president, Mike Quill, and 4 other union leaders arrested while making their way through Grand Central Station to union headquarters after picketing the offices of a subway company called the IRT in Lower Manhattan. And that happened in 1935 on August the 10th.
That's pretty cool. I like to think that my members would get me out of jail.
You think they would spend their own?
I don't know. I'm hoping they would.
Well,
I know some of them
You've
would.
already tried it. You went to jail not long ago.
No, I didn't go to jail.
You haven't gone to jail?
No, I'm not going to jail. Sorry. I'm not volunteering for that gig.
Well,
I love y'all.
Mark York did.
I know. Mark York did.
He's the
Russell
head of the
did.
Dallas FLCI.
Yeah, some
Russell
of our
Thompson
delegates on the
TWU.
Yeah, some of our delegates on the
Errol
CLC.
Sullivan from the Teamsters.
Yeah, they went to jail.
Rosemary Rieger from Jobs with Justice. Much of them went to jail.
Right.
That was something that was cooked up by the Walmart workers.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And
it's pretty cool. We've done that twice.
Yeah.
Sure have. When last year over on Northwest Highway in Skillman at that store.
Sometime we should have an extended discussion about tactics, about the different tactics that working people have, what working people can do. We kind of know what the bosses can do. They can fire you, and they can lock you out. But what are some tactics that work for working people? That would be a good topic for the Workers' Beat in the future. Meantime, we have to go.
KNON 89.3 FM in Dallas and Fort Worth, the voice of the people.
Business owners, tell KNON's listeners about your business. You can put your business or event on KNON. KNON currently has space available to run announcements for you. Tell KNON's listeners about your goods, services, nightclub, concert, or event. Help keep the voice of the people on the air while putting your information on the air. KNON's been named the #1 radio station in Dallas by both the Dallas Observer and D Magazine. Put your business with Dallas's #1 station. Call now for more information at 214-828-9500, extension 227 or extension 233. For more information, go to knon.org and click on the Run Spots on KNON page. It's a great way for your business to support community radio while letting more people know about you.